Hello, my name is Kalo Halem, and this is Digital Dashboards. So, if you follow me on social media, I have started creating a lot of digital dashboards. Mainly, these are because I have ideas. My teachers ask me for different things, and instead of trying to put something together just one time and then have to redo it again and again and again, I have started putting together these so I can share them out with them, with other teachers in the county, with other tech facilitators in my county, and people on social media. So I thought that for this Canva librarians and teachers, I would talk about how I make my digital dashboards. These digital, so we'll get into digital, what they are here in a minute. So again, my name is Kalo Haslam, and I am an instructional technology facilitator, and this is Digital Dashboards. All right, so what is a digital dashboard? A digital dashboard is a single digital page that houses links, videos, other resources either about a topic or a lesson. It could be a series of handouts that you want students to have. It could be a series of videos. It could be, if you're a librarian doing a book series, you could have links to different videos of books. I've targeted mine towards different lessons and tech integration lessons because I'm a tech facilitator. They can be about anything. It is basically a link hub, or if you think of like a hyperlink page. But I tend to make mine look nicer because, in my view, if it's organized, if it looks nice, if it's pleasing to the eye, it's going to attract people's attention, not only teachers but also students. Again, and I want to make these a one-stop shop for the lesson. Mainly these are for teachers where they have the slides, they have handouts, they have any other artifact activities, but they could also technically share it with their students, say, hey, here's the handout, here's the slides, here's the video, here's the activity, and kind of do it. Hopefully a little more structured than that, but along those lines, I want it to be a one-stop shop for the lesson so a teacher can grab it, and it removes the excuse of, I don't know where to start, I don't know how to make this stuff. So that is what my digital dashboards tend to be focused more towards. So real quick, without going further, here's some of the ISTE standards this would be associated with when it comes to educator standards. So it obviously falls under leader, it falls under collaborator, designer, and facilitator. You can read and look over to this, and it might even filter into some other ones, but these are the ones that I kind of thought it attached to the most. So here's at least 4 of my digital dashboards. If you want to see more, here's the QR code for my digital dashboards on my website. Again, I make no money off any of this stuff. This is me creating something, having fun with it, and sharing it because I feel like this is what students need. We need to start hiding some of the learning inside activities where you're basically convincing them they want to do this. They want to have fun with something. They want to be creative with something. And they're learning. They're creating artifacts. They're using these multiple modalities in order to take something from short-term memory into long-term memory because they're having to apply something. They're having to critique it. They're having to analyze it. They're having to interpret it in different ways. So most of mine go along those. So real quick, just to highlight some. So this is Story Magic. If you want to see what it looks like inside, this is what the inside of my Story Magic digital dashboard looks like. So it is a series of just images, and then they all have the links. And we're going to go through how to make one of these from scratch. I've created a few of the artifacts to put into it, but we're going to actually make the dashboard from scratch here in a minute. So here's the slides. This would be the template links. This would be the public view links. This would be a video that I made that's on YouTube that you can actually just use one of the apps. So if you go to apps and then up here type YouTube, you can grab a YouTube video and it will go directly into here where you could technically play it on the screen, or then you could play it through YouTube as well. Okay, so let's go back here. So this is what it looks like when I share it out. I share it out as a public view link. And I'll talk about what the difference between a few of these things are here in a second. So this means it is full screen. It's like as if you share a presentation in presentation mode. So this is where they can click on the different things in order to go to the slides. And again, I shared this out as a public view link. If they were to click on the video here, it would then play the video here, or you could click here and then it would open it up in YouTube. This here would be the showcase template link, which means the template link, it makes them generate a copy. So mine has the option to edit template because I own it, but I'll use it for new design. And when you do, it'll create a new or a copy of what you're wanting to use. So again, same thing with the handouts. So again, you can scan this and go to my website if you like to. That's where all these dashboards are housed. There's more than just these 4, but these are the 4 that I put on here. So again, what can you put in a digital dashboard? You can put links to videos, slides, handouts, templates. You can make it where it is the hub for the day's activities and have a Canva whiteboard on there that you want the students to interact with. You can have the students' first 10 on there where they start with, here's your opening stuff, your bell ringers. Here's your opening stuff. Here's the slides for the day. Here's the handout. Here's 2 videos. And they have access to all of those links in one location. Again, like I said before, if you're a librarian, you're doing a series of books or graphic novels, you could go ahead and put an image and kind of record a video or have audiobooks or podcasts, and it's all linked on that one digital dashboard. As I showed you earlier, you can do videos, you can do images. It's about having a hub for stuff that you want a group of people to have access to in one location. So this is the process I go through. I come up with an idea or a theme. Using a presentation slide document, I create my dashboard. I create other documents and or collect resources, then add them to my dashboard. I share out my dashboard by creating a public view link. It's that simple. Now let's say down the line I need to change something. If I change it in my digital dashboard, whenever someone clicks on that link, it's changed because it's a live document. So I don't have to worry about reposting it, regenerating it over and over and over again. The only thing that wouldn't change is if they made a copy of it, because now they have a copy of the original. But if they have the original public view link, whatever I change on there, like I went from my link tree to a website now through Canva, is that it now, I just changed that from Linktree to my website link. And now whenever someone clicks on my digital dashboards, it's the website and not the Linktree, even though they might have seen the Linktree before. So again, this is using digital dashboards. So here's how you share stuff, just in case you know the difference. So you can share access, which we'll do with one thing today. So you can change that to view, comment, or edit. A public view link, which is what I showed you earlier. And if you don't see it, if you scroll down, click more, then it'll be down towards the bottom. If you do have used it, quite often it's up here in the top. So you have a public view link, which is a full screen interactive view as if you're in presentation mode, that it automatically puts them in presentation mode. And then you have your template link, which creates a copy when they click on it and forces them to make a copy of it so they have their own copy. All right, so enough with introducing what our digital dashboard and going through some of the basic stuff. Let's make a digital dashboard. So I'm going to go to Canva, and everybody's obviously going to look different because it's based off what they have. And I'm going to go to presentation, and I'm going to create new. So here's my start for my digital dashboard. So I'm going to do mine for the beginning of the school year, where it's about me. So I'm going to kind of have like more of like a old school tattered paper type thing. So let's do old paper. And let's see here. Let's go see all, and let's use this one. So on this one here now, I'm going to click on these 3 dots and I'm going to set my image as background. And this is going to be my background page. I'm going to normally add a title of some kind. So I could do text, or under elements, I can do like, let's see. Newspaper letters. And I can go graphics, see all, and I can use some letters that look like this. So let's see here. So I've created a document already. So this is the one that we're going to be working on. And this is what the students or you, hopefully you make one, okay? It is, so not only do I have the instructions, but also have it so you can make one and see what other people have. So about me. So I'm going to go back here, who we are, that's the other one, okay? So about me. So I'm gonna go here, and I like these letters here, so I'm gonna go to view collection, and I'm going to find, let's see, A, B, O, U. Doesn't have a U in that style. So now this is when you have to edit stuff. So let's change it and see, instead of those, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go see more like this, which then should give us different, there we go. So A, we'll do capital A, that will work better. So this might take a minute. So instead of using these, you could use those. I'm going to just do text to save some time. So about me. And then I'm going to put digital dashboard in a different font. And so we're going to do it about me and then digital dashboard, but we're going to do digital dashboard in something that's more cursive-y, fancy. So let's try digital dashboard. So that one, okay? So about me, digital dashboard. All right, so now quite often on these, I would spend a lot more time making them look, I'll say it this way, pretty. But just to show you the basics of stuff, we're going to do it like this. And I'm going to change my color of my font so it stands out and not all blend in. And then notice on the new one, if you have it where it's been improved, it's the new version of it, you click on those 3 dots there, and now I can create a shadow. So it's a little bit different if you've seen some older videos or been using it for a minute. So I'm changing my color right now instead of my, this here, basic color, shadow, there you go, that's where it's at. Click that, and now I want to change that to a darker color. And I want it not to be as offset, so it stands out a little bit. All right, so about me, digital dashboard. I'm going to put the template that I want them to use. I'm going to put how they're going to turn it in, which in this case is going to be a Canva shared, what is it, presentation size. And then there's a video that I've already created. So I've created other artifacts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you now how to kind of put them in here. So I'm going to go, and so I'm going to go here. Let's see, find this stuff. All right. So this is the first one here. So I have, this is the, what I want is I want them to create a copy of this. So I want them to have a template link. So on this one here, and the instructions are they're going to use Canva's library to add images to the frames. They're going to fill in the text box, replacing the words that are in the brackets with their own information. Think inspirational. Add your name at the bottom. And when you're done, delete this page. Delete this page, because then you will have just one page, which is this About Me page. If they download it as a PNG, so if I do download and I download it, it's going to automatically have 2 pages. If I don't deselect the first page, which quite often students don't listen to this part of the instructions, then it's going to put it into a zip folder. And then they're going to have to unzip it and then actually find it. If they delete this page, it downloads it just as a PNG, and you don't have to worry about the whole zip part. So I'm going to share this. Again, I'm thinking digital dashboard, okay? But I want to create an image for my digital dashboard as my button. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to download, and I just want the second page. And I could download both pages and then kind of do it how I do it before, where you almost look like there's one behind the other. But I'm just going to do one page for now. So I'm going to keep it simple. So I'm going to do page 2 here. And I'm going to click done. And I'm going to do a PNG because I want it as an image. I'm going to click download. Now the second thing I need to do, because I just made my button, which is an image of what I'm going to have them working on. I'm going to click share. And I'm going to, I don't want a public view link. I want a template link. So I want this one here. So I had to click here on more at the bottom and then template link. And I'm going to generate a template link. Now this is what I'm going to copy. This is the link I'm going to use. So I'm going to click copy. I'm going to go back to this one here, and I'm going to grab the image that I just made, which is this one here. I'm going to use it as my button. I'm going to put it right here, we'll say. And then I'm going to click on it and click the 3 dots, and I'm going to click link. And I'm going to paste my link in there. So it says preview. That's normally where a template one comes from, okay? And I'm going to click done. Now I'm going to need to title this. So I'm going to add a text box, and I'm going to put this as about me project link. And so then I'm going to just put this over here like this so they know which one it is. All right, next I'm going to, so notice I click on it, it should be this one here. If I click on it, let's see what it does. All right, so everybody else, not me, because I own it, it's going to just tell them to make a copy of this design. And so, but I can edit here, or I can use template new design. If you edit it, it's going to, whatever you edit on it, they're going to see. So if you add an image of you, as when you're doing an example of it, it's going to actually keep that image in there because it's going to give that to them. But we don't want that right now. So we're going to go back here. All right, next part is I'm going to put my example down. So I've made an example, this one here. So notice I dragged and dropped images into these. All of these I got from Canva except this one, which is a book that I'm currently reading. And this is a quote that I made off of that book. But all these other ones are there from Canva. Added my name, and I changed the text in here. So I'm going to download this one. And notice I deleted page 1. There's only 1 page. Remember the other one had 2 pages? This only has 1 because I deleted the first one. I followed my own instructions. Look at that. All right, so I'm going to click share and click download. I'm going to download as a PNG, an image file. I'm going to go back to this one here. And they don't, you could make it so that they can do a view link, and maybe we'll do that. That way they can see what you did and what yours looks like on the inside. So I'm going to drag this one, drop it here. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to do this here. Example. It's not typing. Example. I'm going to put this over here, and I might make this a little bit smaller. Let's do that. Let's do it as let's do a public view so they see it full screen. So I'm going to go back to here. I'm going to go share, and I'm going to do a public view link. This is going to make it full screen. So create public view link. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go to this here. I'm going to click on this, 3 dots, and I'm going to do link and paste and done. So now if they were, now they won't see it like this. They'll actually be able to click on it when we do it in the full screen, the dashboard mode, because they'll see it in presentation mode. So they'll just click on the image here. So I will click here and it should put full screen. So now they can see my poster full screen. Okay. All right. So we have their project, which makes them generate a copy. We have the example project, which shows them in full screen and presentation mode what this example looks like, or they can just see it here. I have a video that I made, so I'm going to go to my uploads and go to video that I made showing how to make this. So sometimes in a class, a kid has a single question, and you're running around the room trying to help them, or maybe you're not in the room at all. This video will help the teacher or the students just check to see, okay, how do I go about doing this? So I'm going to put this here, and I just did a screen recording. So it looks something like this. Just shows them how to drag and drop stuff, how to change text. So if you want audio, then you can have audio. If you need to edit it at all, it's all up here. So there's no audio to it. So I'm going to turn the audio off. It's just background noise probably for me recording it. I can crop it here, so I can make it shorter or longer if there's certain spots. And one thing they just recently added was highlights. So it'll actually grab highlights or auto trim it. It'll grab highlights from your video, but that's not what we're doing right now. So this here is going to be help video. All right, so now I'd probably make this in certain parts a little prettier if I was doing my dashboards, but for time's sake, y'all get it, y'all understand it if I'm doing it like this. All right, so the last thing we need to do, you can have students people turn these in a couple ways. Number one, you can have them turn in using like a Google form or email them to you or whatever learning management system you use, however you want to do it. But quite often what I see is when students do that, it gets lost and never to be seen again. One of the best things about creating something is showing people what you've created. You know, being able to show it off. So what I've created here for us and for you guys make one for me, make one, okay, is I've made this here, who we are. And there's 3 pages to it. And so what you're going to do, like I did here, is you're going to make your board about me. You're going to download it like I just showed you when I was making my thumbnail stuff. And then you're going to go to you're going to put it into Canva. And then I'll just show it so it looks different. I'm going to grab this one here. And you're just going to drag and drop it into one of the frames. All the frames are locked so you can't move them around. But then if this page is full, then there's another page. Go to page 2. And then there's page 3. So hopefully we can see a whole bunch of who we are. I'm going to detach image so that way it's not on there. Okay. Hopefully we can see who we are. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to share. And I want everybody to have access to this. So I'm going to change this to anyone with the link. Can edit? Yes. Copy. So I'm going to go there to that, and then I'm going to go back to my All About Me. Wait, I need to download it so I have a thumbnail. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go to download, and I just want the current page, page 1, done, download. And I'm going to go back to my digital dashboard, and I'm going to add this to my digital dashboard. And now you can use this here so I'm going to actually move my example just because of how my stuff's laid out. So there's a little more room for a landscape item. And I'm going to click here, click on the 3 dots, link, paste, done. So now I have my digital dashboard. I have my project. I have helpful video. I have this one here where we're going to hopefully all share, show off what we made and who we are, and then example. And let's label this. Turn in link. Work. All right. So now we have our dashboard done. Now we're going to share it out. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click share, and I want to do a public view link. So public view link, create public view link, and copy. And I'm going to just open this up in my browser. And when I do, it should now have a digital dashboard. So I have my video here, which is already playing. If it's too small, they can go to the bottom and just zoom in. And they can scroll down and they can see my video a little bit more. Okay. Oh, that's the part I was missing. All right, cool. So you can scroll out. You have your About Me project link, which they would then create a copy, or they would then use template for me to do design. Then now they have their new design one. They would read the instructions, fill out page 2, and then delete this page. You have your example, which is a public view link, so they can see it, but they can't do anything with it, but they can see their example. And then they have the turn-in link, which clicks here. And then you, the students, whoever, they can drag and drop their images, so uploads. And I'm going to drag and drop this one here into one of the frames. So hopefully, and I'll detach that and remove it just so it's not there permanently. Hopefully you have learned how to use digital dashboards, how to have fun with them, how to be creative. Its only limitation is your imagination. I made this where I could share this out with my teachers, and I probably will, for week 1 as they're learning how to use Canva, and they're teaching the students how to use Canva. You just taught the students how to drag and drop and edit text in Canva, how to download something. You're doing all these basic skills for them with something that's so low risk, which is about them. Then later on, you can do stuff that's higher risk, and they know how to do it because you've already taught it to them. You can now skip those steps. You can skip the basics because they know the basics, because you're scaffolding the learning of the technology tool of Canva and doing something like this. So now you can take this, you can start off the day with, hey, here's your digital dashboard for our activity over the next couple of days. This is what you're going to do. and now you can go help students because they already know how it works. All you gotta do is share it out. So hopefully this is interesting. Hopefully this is fun. If you make digital dashboards, share them out. I want to see what you guys make. Please create an about me and add to this. If we need more pages, we can go duplicate page and turn it into 4 pages, 5 pages, 10 pages, 15 pages, 100 pages. Let's see who we are and let's have fun using Canva. Again, this is Mr. Halem. This is Digital Dashboards, and I hope that you have enjoyed this session on Digital Dashboards with Canva, Librarians, and Teachers International Summer Virtual Showcase. First of all, thank you for your continued support, and follow me on other social media platforms for more resources, tech tools, and integration ideas.